It is time to go green. 60 laps for the Spears Manufacturing Modified Series. Little bumper tag on the start. Driver's trying to go. As Jax in the 41 machine. Kyle Jax to the lead. Down the back straightaway. Third cuddle up the track. Guevara on the inside as Field's trying to sort it all out. Inside, battling for fourth on the number 4 machine of Andrew Anderson, who's also fighting for Rookie of the Year honors. Talking to the father, Mark Anderson, as Andrew gets way sideways out of turn number 2. Guevara in the blue and white 55 leads that third spot battle, but Anderson now looking to the outside. Nope, shuts the door, and here comes Dawes to the inside, the 75, battling. Great side-by-side racing early here. So side-by-side with only 2 grooves and a lap car up ahead. And that's going to pinch the 4 of Anderson. He has to check up. That allows the 5 of Third Kettle to now enter this mix. And Doss played that one perfect. Stayed in the inside lane where he'd been running. And lap traffic earned him a spot. And he's trying to find a room to run with your leaders in the mix. Coffee in the 9 ahead of Doss. Doss is going to try to look high, look low, look anywhere around the 9. But with all this lap traffic, no trouble on the front straightaway. 2 lap cars get together. The 92 of Millard and the 16 of Patterson. Down the front straightaway. Let's see on our speed shot what happened here on Spears Racing TV. And they just get together. Slide across the wall. But I do see the 4 of Anderson got into the wall first. So with all that lap traffic, it bites the side of Andrew Anderson. He goes to the low side lap traffic. We're trying to figure out their running room. And Anderson up the track after getting collected. We go green out of turn number 4. Side by side for the lead. Kyle Jax is going to clear Sam Jax out of turn number 2. Battle for third. No Sam. And the 29 machine was taking a look to the inside of Kyle Jax. And here comes Dawes to the outside. Jeremy Dawes with a run to the outside to second spot. Has his nose ahead, trying to clear, and does. So Sam Jax back to third. Jeremy Dawes rockets down the back straightaway. And the battle for the lead side by side. The 75 of Jeremy Dawes to the inside of long race leader Kyle Jax in his 41 machine. Jeremy Dawes out of turn number 4 gets the advantage and takes the lead on lap number 27. 3 cars under a blanket going into turn number 3. Third cuddle with a lift. He gets wobbly going into turn number 3. And this battle continues. Storms it into turn number 3, side by side for third. Third kettle taking a look to the inside. Is we going to go 3 wide? Nope. Third kettle thinks better if it checks up. Waits for this storm to pass. So third kettle gets by Sam Jax in the 29. Now this is big for Anderson. Oh, trouble down into turn number 3, the 40 of Toporek. He goes for his ride down the back straightaway. A long drive in reverse, not in gear, but rolling backwards. Does not make contact with the wall. Motor City Buick GMC Pace Truck peels in, and we are back to green. 28 laps to go. Side by side for second. Kyle Jax going to the back. He's stuck on the outside, and Guevara making a move to the inside. Third kettle now to the inside of the 41 machine. Guevara up high. We've seen how that plays a big part with momentum, but third kettle with that great drive that we've been seeing him making passes down low. With that 5T machine to the inside still and takes the second spot. So move third kettle up into second as Doss continues to drive away in his red 75. The leader, Jeremy Doss, down the front straightaway, approaching more lap traffic. This lap traffic that he is closing in on is actually 12th and 11th on the racetrack. But the 9 of Coffee, he had the problem. Yellow flag waves. It looks like Coffee might have gotten into the back straightaway wall. Right as I looked away, flames coming out from the back of the 9 in the pit area. You see all kinds of grease and oil on the right rear. Looks to have lost a rear end. And the fire does extinguish itself. As we go back to green. Oh, side by side and up the track. Possible oil could have been the issue, but Thurkettle loses the nose on entry in the center of turns 1 and 2. And he's going to continue to slip backwards, it looks like. Oh, and around to the 41. Off the nose of McCullough. Great job, Kyle Jacks, to hold on to that car facing different directions, almost swapping sides on the front straightaway. Kyle Jacks is not going to make it easy for Andrew Anderson in the 4. Going into turn number 1 and 2. We've seen the 4 struggles here tonight in this main event. Kyle Jacks was leading a good portion of this race. That great battle for Rookie of the Year we've been seeing here tonight. Anderson needs as many spots as he can just to help ensure. Kyle Jacks not going to make it easy. Still battling side by side in the 1. Jacks is going to take the spot over the 4. Hold off Anderson. The field single file. Oh, the 41 goes for a big slide in turn number 1. Kyle Jacks spins it out down low, and the caution flies again. 6 laps to go. Thurkettle's got another crack at it for the win. We go back to green. Thurkettle and Doss duking it out down low. Doss with a great run out of turn number 2. Anderson, 1 spot directly behind the 29 of Jacks. He's got to stay there. Does not need any dramas for that Rookie of the Year honors. Doss down the start-finish line. Opening up that lead now. Continuing. White flag waves. Anderson's just got to try to hold off the 36. Down the back straightaway here at Kern County Raceway. The 75 of Jeremy Doss continues his winning ways here in the Spears Manufacturing Modified Series presented by Lucas Oil, and picks up the win in the season finale in the Visit Bakersfield 60.
Jeremy Doss, how are you doing today, bud? Congratulations on tonight's win and back-to-back champions and the Spears Modified Series. How's that sound as a back-to-back champion?
Feels really, really nice. I just can't thank Eddie and Corey Wilcox enough for giving me the opportunity to drive this bad, fast race car. 2 championships in a row. Pretty cool. Got to thank Steve Teets, my dad, Mike Doss, my spotter, Alex Gomez, Apache Rental Group, S&S Sports Enterprises, Swift Springs, Pit Stop USA, Horsepower Project, Peters Racing Engines. Just everyone who's on board with this program, it really means a lot. Ready to go get another one.
All right, buddy. We got 7 wins in 2021. 7 wins, pretty out of 9 races. That's pretty impressive. I know that you had a lot of battles this year with the 5 of Thurkettle. I know Travis McCullough won a couple races. How does this championship differ from 2020?
I feel like we definitely had to work harder. You know, I feel like last year we kind of set the tone and everyone stepped up their game and made us work harder. Luckily it paid off, all our hard work, and we had a pretty good season all year. So just very thankful.
Well, congratulations. Well, you're not done yet, right? You've got 2 more races still. He's pulling triple duty tonight here at Jeremy Doss. So congratulations on your championship and tonight's win, bud.
Thank you.
Well, Andrew, obviously you and the Jacks boys battled it out this year. The 29 car, you guys were ahead by 23 points coming in today. I'm sure you knew that number to the T, right? Before the first green flag. And you guys battled back and forth all year long, right? Yeah. And I know at one point in time you were in the pits, like Tommy said, and then now you're here, our 2021 Rookie of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I have to hand it to the whole Jacks family. They fought us tooth and nail every race of this season. You know, we ran into each other. In other races, we were perfectly clean. But at the end of the day, I think we're still friends, and we can't wait to race with them next year. there's so many people that I need to thank for this. It's our first season back in a long time, and to be standing here, Rookie of the Year in this great series, it's really, really honoring. I have to thank, first off, Race Car Factory for the beautiful car, High Point Racing, G-Wiz Gears, Matco Tools, Project N1, 1933 Group, Applied Minds. I'm sure there's my whole family and all my crew. They, work tireless hours to make this happen for us. And I'm sure I'm forgetting people, but just thank you, and thank all the crew and all the fans for coming and supporting us out here.
Well, congratulations. Let's give this guy a round of applause. Our 2021 Spears Modified Series Rookie of the Year, Andrew Anderson.
Thank you, sir.
54 laps for the Spears Pro Late Models here at Kern County Raceway. Armtrout and Rife out of turn number 2. Who's going to win this arm wrestle into 3? To the outside is Tyler Rife. He's going to take the lead on exit of 4. 3 wide behind. Hold on to it. It's Tanner Rife from the blue and black 43, and Armtrout goes up the track. He gets way sideways in the entrance of turn number 1. And everybody trying to find room to race here. A soft spot to land here at the start of this one. 3 rows side by side each. Armtrout slides up the track in that 78 machine. That allows Tanner Rife from the 43 to get by. And now we go 3 wide out of turn number 4. Doss to the inside in the 75 machine. Herzog directly in the middle, and Armtrout from that front row starting spot slipping backwards. Coming out of turn number 4. Good battle for 4th there as Thompson and his 54 machine still working the low side on the 43 of Rife. Doss right there. A front row seat to the action in front of him. Almost clears Rife into turn number 3, but as soon as that clearance happens, side by side and some contact. Doss and Rife shoving each other up the track out of turn number 4. Rife stuck on the outside. And we've seen how the outside momentum typically carries through nicely at times. But with these Pro Late models, they are bringing these motors out because you need momentum everywhere. 37 of Wise trying to close in and get by the 11 of Herzog to the inside, looking, almost making contact with the 11 of Herzog. Cassidy Hines watching and waiting in the 88 machine behind them. Lap traffic ahead of these two, the 23 of Puskarich, and they're going to split the lap traffic into turn number 3. Some dust from that earlier oil down. Gets kicked up, but no issues. 54. He and the 75 of Jeremy Doss have been closing in on the 11 of Ash. Now Erickson looking to the inside with lap traffic up ahead. The 61 of Mainella stays high for your leader, but he gets tight out of turn number 4. And you see Doss throwing it hard into turn number 1, making the pass on Ash. Zampa on the inside of the 92Z machine. Rife up high. And Rife's going to hold on to the lead down the back straightaway. Here comes Jeremy Doss in the black and white 75. Doss picked up a win in the modified race just a race ago. Looking for back-to-back victories after being back-to-back qualifying fastest for the modifieds and the pro lates. Doss up to second now. And Erickson, he's making quick work of Zampa to the inside. The battle for third. So the 54 of Erickson. The battle continues up front for the lead. Jeremy Doss almost clears and now clears for the lead. On the 7R of Tyler Rife. So Rife back to second. Doss is going to try to go 2 in a row here tonight of the 3 main events he's racing here at Kern. And a great battle from third place on back. They are tight from third on back. Erickson, little contact there. Rife and Zampa, those two have been racing each other much of the season. Ooh, they keep it tight out of turn number 2. Little contact possibly into 3. They sort it out. They mind their P's and Q's. Wise with a great run on exit of turn number 4. 3 cars under a blanket going into turn number 1. Wise down low, making sure that he proves that that race win here at Kern in the summertime was no fluke. Another fast 87 race car here tonight. Rocha just trying to find a way to get by. Lap traffic ahead for your leaders. Wise trying to clear right before lap traffic comes into play. Does just that, shuts the door on the 43. Wise going to put the nose to the back bumper of the 87 of Wise and go back to the inside now. Lap traffic swarms through the front straightaway here at Kern County Raceway. Maynella down low. Stays low for the leader. What a great 4-car pack as they sorted out through turns number 3 and 4. A big wiggle for the 98 machine. Now he's got the pressure of the 11 of Capello, the hitman. Both the 98 and the 11 had problems in qualifying, and they are just non-stop passing as many cars as they can, but they might have hit a wall quite specifically with that 87 and the 43 as they sort this battle out. I think these drivers are unfortunately going to have to take the back seat to this one until they can find a way around this battle. You see this great battle here is now Wise looking to the inside of Rife. Tanner Rife has his hands full. Maybe laid the bumper on the 87 of Wise for that spot. But does Wise remember? Let's see. Working on the inside, right on the quarter panel, just about leaning on each other on the exit of turn number 4, and Rocha with a great run. Where's he going to go? He can't go anywhere. Just keep it out of the fence, and here comes the 98 of Rocha to the inside. So move the 98 forward another spot here from that tail of the field starting spot. 98 of Rocha up to 6, but the battle ain't done just yet. Now he clears the 87 of Wise. 7/10 of a second. The 54 is on a mission. Bradley Erickson. Now down to a half a second behind the 75 of Jeremy Dawes. You can see the separation on screen, and the 54 is closing in. So Erickson trying to become a hero towards the end of this race. 3 laps to go. Erickson has a 54 to do it, but can he get by the 75 of Doss? Looking low. Doss working the outside groove, keeping that momentum side by side for the lead. Bradley Erickson to the inside. Jeremy Doss on the outside, thinking, where did he come from? They're coming to the white flag lap. This time by. White flag, final lap. Doss has the lead at the line. Erickson has got to give it 4 hard corners to get by the dominator of the Pro Late Model Series, Jeremy Dawes. Through turns number 3 and 4, coming to the line side by side. Who's it going to be at the checkered flag? And Jeremy Dawes by a bumper ahead of Erickson. Bradley Erickson putting on one hell of a fight up to that checkered flag.
That was a way to end the season right there, huh? Big exclamation point. Woo, .021 over the 54. Again, I don't even know what .021 looks like, man. Congratulations on, once again, for another great season. Inaugural champion of the Spears Modified Series. Absolutely broke the bank this year. I think what you get, end up with 9 wins, 9 out of 11 races. Completely dominated, and you finished with a great race here tonight. So you raced so many different cars. What makes these Pro Late Model, what makes you so good in these Pro Late Model cars?
I mean, just hard work in the shop. I feel like, we put an awful lot of effort in at the shop, and I feel like that's where races are won. But they made me work for it tonight. Stagger kind of shrunk on us, and we got tight there at the end. And Oh, I don't think he can get much closer than that.
I mean, just be honest. Do you think he had a better car if he had to go a few more laps?
Oh, for sure. I think he was going to get by. You know, I was pinching him, doing everything I know, trying to make my car as wide as possible. Just hats off for him for racing me clean. It was good racing with him. I'd like to just thank my dad, Mike Doss, my mom, Denise Doss, just the whole JD Motorsports crew for all their hard work this year. You know, that's a lot of wins in one season. It feels really good. Ernest Performance, Seneca Performance, PSC Brakes, SNS Sports Enterprises, Apache Rental Group, the Kawicki Driver Development Program, Horsepower Project, you know, Joe Farre for everything he does for this series. It's much appreciated. It's pretty cool for us Pro Late drivers to get a run for that purse.
Well, you know what? Not too long ago, you were the young gun coming up through the series. Now you're kind of the old man. How does that feel like? I mean, I'm not sure how old Bradley is. Can't be much younger. Can't be much older than, what, 14, 15 years old? Now, I mean, what are you up to in age now?
24. Yeah, kind of, you know, we started in late models, I want to say around 14. So it's crazy to think I've been driving them for 10 years. You know, I wish I knew what I know now back then. You know, I feel like I'd be a lot better. But just got to hand it off to everyone who's on board. Thank you to all the fans for coming out here. Looking to go get one more.
Right on. Congratulations, your 2021 Spears Pro Late Model Series presented by SPS.
Preston Peltier brings the field slowly around turns number 3 and 4. The season finale for the Southwest Tour is green. Peltier and Huddleston drag racing down the back straightaway. Who's going to lead lap number 1? It'll be Peltier out of turn number 4, 3 wide behind. And these Southwest Tour cars rocket around Kern County Raceway. Huddleston back to 3rd. 16 of Gomes gets by. Pair of teammates side by side, 21 to 25. That's Farrington down low and Raz on his outside on the 21 machine. Farrington in the black 25 machine. He's working for the 2nd spot, looking to the inside of the 16 of Gomes. Farrington wasting no time. A little bit of a bumper tag, it looked like, through turn number 2. Single file for the most part, except for battle for 3rd. Farrington in the 25 to the inside of Gomes. This battle for the 2nd spot actually is closing in on the 48-year leader, Peltier, by a half a second. Is ahead of the 2nd spot battle. Is Peltier putting it in pace? Or are they driving hard to get up to him? 25 of Farrington gets by the 16 of Gomes for the 2nd spot. Jaws by the left rear by a door now. And trouble out of turn number 4, the 27 of Moore. Up high, all by himself, parked. And that is John Moore bringing out our first caution here, lap number 19. And it'll be Peltier and Farrington bringing the field back to green. Farrington with a run, trying to get by the 48. He's to the inside going into turn number 3. Who's going to lead lap number 20? It will be Peltier. Farrington throws it into turn number 1. He's got the 43 of Thorne to his outside, does not want to lose a spot, and a battle in trouble for the 22 of Shepard. Buddy Shepard off the pace and heading to the pits. Great battle up front, 3 cars, almost 3 wide. And the yellow flag flies. Trouble out of turn number 4, the 12 of Joe Farre. Bringing out a caution. Peltier and Farrington back to the restart. Side by side out of turn number 2, Farrington gonna lose some time. Oh no, he's gonna throw back into turn number 3 again. Peltier with that lead and that momentum to the outside. Here comes Thorne to the inside. Battle for 2nd. 43 of Derek Thorne. Gonna try for a 2-for-1. Could not get Peltier, but is working on Farrington's 25 machine. So the battle for 4th continues on. Cole Raz and the 16 of Gomes. These two have been battling literally all season long amongst each other. Ooh, it's getting tighter every time into turn number 1. That turn 2 is really tricky. You can see the run that the 21 of Raz had through turn number 2. The 16 of Gomes slipping backwards now into the hands of the 44 of Line. But we got a crash. 2 cars down the back straightaway. Take a look at our replay here, what we have of it at least. Good battle into turn number 3 for that 4th spot. But then you look to the right and what's left of a wreck, it looks like the 36 already had an issue, and the 97 trying to avoid gets collected. Well, we're going to restart him again. This time it is Peltier and Derek Thorne going to bring the field back to green here at Kern. Peltier with a great drive through the center of 1 and 2. Thorne's going to go back to 2nd spot. The battle with the teammates continue on here tonight at Kern. Thorne looking to the inside and contact made. Up the track goes Peltier. And Thorne almost getting swallowed up by the SPS team. Battle is for 3rd again. Down the front straightaway. 21, 25, and 44. Cole Raz, Brandon Farrington, and Jeremy Doss still battling it out for the 3rd spot. Jeremy Doss, he's starting to look to the inside. I want to give an update, but I think this battle's too good to leave for now. But an update on your leader. Last time by, it was a half a second difference between Peltier and Thorne. And they're within about 5 to 4 car lengths of each other as you see Doss continue that run to the inside of Farrington's 25. Ooh, slideways out of turn number 4. But a battle for the lead is starting to brew. The 43 starting to close in on Peltier. As you see lap traffic up ahead, the 24 of Sanchez stays low. And you can see on the rear bumpers now Derek Thorne chasing the 48 of Peltier. These two got together. Trying to arc that 43 as much as you can on the rear bumper once again for the lead. And side by side now through turn number 2. Preston Peltier holds on to the lead for now. Derek Thorne to the inside. Side by side, leaning on each other just a little bit. Good short track racing here on a Saturday night at Kern. And Derek Thorne to the inside into turn number 1. What can he do into 1? Clear track ahead, no lap traffic right now. 57 laps in. Plenty of time to settle it out before the break. Great battle up front, and then settles down once again. So Peltier holds on with the upper advantage of Thorne. 3rd spot battle. Here is the 44 of Jeremy Doss. To the inside of Raz, and now back for the lead. The 43 of Derek Thorne to the inside of Peltier. Peltier comes off the wall. Thorne has to follow down towards the bottom of the racetrack on that back straightaway. It's getting good right before the break. You got to wonder, these drivers, man. I think the studying and the learning is out the window. I think these drivers going for it. Battle up front for the lead. Here comes Thorne again to the inside. Oh, man, so much to watch. I'm glad we're trying to do our best to cover it all for you. And an update for 3rd. Jeremy Doss takes that 44 machine past the 21. So the lead battle is the battle to watch as Raz, unless he's going to bring on a charge. Jeremy Doss looks to have the upper hand. Oh, tries to shut the door. Doss still there. But Cole Raz going to get by Jeremy Doss for 3rd. Back up front to the lead. 43 of Derek Thorne still trying to work through lap traffic and go for the lead as well. Peltier doing a great job of defense on Thorne. Oh, contact in front of your leader. Peltier runs in the back of the 51 machine. Carlos Vieira, that gives Derek Thorne the lead. New leader at the start-finish line. Yellow is out. And Derek Thorne will be credited with the lead change at the halfway point of this race, lap 75. Oh boy, we've gone half the race distance. Invert of 4 from the halfway break. Gomes gonna bring the field to the green. Gomes, oh, trouble into turn number 1. And 2 cars crashing hard into the wall. That's Farrington and Allen. Trouble in turn number 1. It looks like from the skid marks that it started going into turn number 1. Restart. Gomes going to fire off. Up high. And we are back to green. Peltier and Thorne duking it out for third. We've seen this battle before, but it's been for the lead. Now the invert of 4 is going to make them work a little harder to get back up to the top spots. As they are nose to tail out of turn number 4. Look at this great battle here. Top 4 under a blanket. They are literally on top of each other just about. The 21 of Raz now to the inside of the 16 of Gomes. Peltier working the outside. Thorne looking low. Now Peltier going low for the second spot. Side by side into turn number 1. Jacob Gomes has a mirror full of action because that battle for second spot as Peltier squeezes into the second spot in front of the 21 of Raz. Derek Thorne now applying pressure on the 21 of Raz, but Peltier with a great drive out of turn number 2 goes to the top spot. Run that Derek Thorne had out of turn number 2, still looking to the low side for the third spot on the 21 of Raz. Thorne does not get a good drive on exit of turn number 2. Raz with the momentum, you can see, evens up to the 43 of Thorne. Thorne has a spot at the line. Raz not giving up. Ooh, there it is. So pass has been made. Thorne up to third in the 43. Raz slips back to fourth. I don't think that's going to be the last of their battles. Peltier way out front. He's more than 3 seconds ahead of second place runner Derek Thorne. This is the battle to watch. And the 44 of Dawes makes quick work of Cole Raz. Now working to the inside of Gomes for third. How about that? The 44, Bob Lyon's got to be smiling, but maybe a little bit bummed that he's not behind the wheel of the 44 here tonight. Jeremy Dawes up into third. Dan Holtz getting by to the inside of Gomes. As Gomes, he got way sideways in the center of the corner. I feel like the 16 and maybe even the 21 are starting to lose something of the handle of their race car. Gomes continues to fall back. Peltier in heavy lap traffic, the 48 machine behind the 51. We've seen this before. How's it going to play out? 3 wide. Hankey going to stay high for your leader, the 51 of Vieira. Okay, all right. Right as I was just talking about the SPS team, Joe Farre pulls it into the pits. So all 3 SPS cars have fallen out on the second half of this race. Now Gomes, he's pulling it off. Jacob Gomes, another front runner. This is an attrition race now at this point. The 16, the Bacon Boy, he's going to pull it into the pits as these cars are literally falling out of the race. Gomes was in second spot by 5 points ahead of Buddy Shepard. Shepard now is going to inherit second in points. Those two are on their own island, 4th through 7th. Farrington's crashed out. Cole's in the pits. Kilkenke is a lap down. And Blaine might pick up spots because of this. Well, okay, now he just jinxed it. He's literally pulling off into the infield right now. So trouble now for the 98 machine. I was just talking about this guy capitalizing on a points race. And the attrition is closing in on these drivers and their race cars. Jack Wood off the pace. He's up high in turn number 2. He's trying to get that car either back running or into the pit. So these super late models are falling apart here. Everything's going haywire at Kern County Raceway. Huddleston, another driver running in the top 5, or 6th place, I should say. So so falls out of a top 10 finish. Here's your leader through turns number 3 and 4. Coming to the white flag, final lap for Preston Peltier. I talk about bookends. He won the All-Star Showdown at Irwindale Speedway at the season opener, and he dominates the season ender here at Kern County Raceway. Bookends the 2021 season. Preston Peltier across the line, your winner. Peltier getting ready to climb out of his race car now. Race fans, make some noise. Your winner, Preston Peltier.
Well, Preston, congratulations on the win. You got bookend wins in the 2021 season. Started off at Irwindale Speedway back in February with a $30,000 win, and then you ended it today with $7,000 because you took the victory today. So congratulations on that win.
Thank you. You know, I got to thank Generator Source and our new sponsor, Eastwood Trucking, for coming on board for this deal and into the future in the Derby. Tilton, Bassett, Swift, you know, PFC, all those guys, Buzzy, you know, it's not possible without all those, you know, all their help. And, man, I'm just blessed to be able to drive this thing.
Well, you had some success in the 2 races that you competed with this year with us. What does 2022 look like for the 48 car in the Spears Southwest Tour Series?
Man, my schedule's always open, you know, so when something comes up, a big race, and it looks like something we want to do and go have some fun, and that's what we do.
Well, congratulations, Preston Peltier, on tonight's win for the Bulwark FR October Classic. Congratulations, Preston.